Alright. I'm getting too old for this, but I feel like Amadeus Wolfgang Mozart writing his last concert sometimes. Don't worry, I'm still here. I had to line the cars up this way because if I put them on a track, they start sliding down sideways. So I had to put them on this side of the track. We're going to fly these down the track. Now, Chris, they're not zinc. Chris Hood, Chris Healy, and a couple, they're I call it pop metal. But anyways, you didn't see no zinc flying down the track, and I know I left you hanging. We're going to fly these down the track. Now we're going to go up here. Boy, you don't want to know how hard it was for me to get up here and put a string in there for the start gate. Just to show you guys my commitment to let you know what's going on. Now, this guy right here, he's still on camera. Yeah, this guy. This is the Aston Martin GTE with the wheels that were on the bald guy. I put him back on here, so he's not going to be here today. And he's almost 55. He's 52.83, 52 yeah, almost 55 grams. But he slows down up on the 180. We're gonna play all these back in 50% speed, and you can see for yourself how they do. Now, that's we zoomed in a little bit. We might go up here and pick this track up to slow them down a little bit, but then when they go down that way, that's going to make them even faster. Geez, I don't want to have to do the whole track again. It was enough for me just to get this done. So, fast as it may be, you guys figure out your own weights. It's an experiment. So with that said, let me cut and go up here and show you the string. All right. Next. So I didn't want to do this. I did not. Drill the hole. You won't believe what I had to do to get that string up into that hole. And it comes all the way down here to my right. This way. So when I get up on the one step, no more two steps, one step, and do some filming, I can grab a hold of that string. So with that said, let's get going. Let's see some cars fly. Who's up first? I don't know. It's an experiment. Next. Cut. Now, before we get into that, let me try to make my way around here. We've got this I need to cut out and glue together. Now, if you remember these, I've got one of these at Bay City Diecast Racing. I'm pretty sure I've got one at Gravity Throttle Racing. These are from Josh Poffler. You know, the duck with the monocle in his eye? Yeah, Rust Belt Diecast. rustbeltdiecast@gmail.com. I'm not sure if he's still making them, but I sent him an email and said, hey, get ready, I'm going to send some guys your way, because I've got room to make some of these and put them down behind the track over here, over that way. So let's get started with the cars flying down the track, okay? Cut. Yeah, I forgot something else. For those that were concerned, hey, Bill, what? Since an experiment, why don't you show us the temperature and humidity in the track? Well, look what I got. I got a Therm Pro indoor humidity and temperature monitor. Just for you guys that are that dang picky. But before we get into that, let's put that over there. Let's just see how the cars go down. The only one that has weight is this guy with the one black dot there. I don't know where that came from. All right, who's up first? These two. See how they just slide down the track? I don't know how all right, never mind. Let's just put them up at the start gate and let's get going, Bill. All right, 10-4. Roger there, Big Ben. All right, y'all ready for this? Let's zoom out. See if I can even keep up. No, that was 2-dot and the shaved Bentley. Alright, nobody has shaved tires. They still have that little ridge. So next is going to be, who's up next? Let's go see. Oh yeah, it's 4-dot versus the straight out the box SOTB Bentley. Let's go. All right, you ready? I'm not. All right, here we go. Zoom out. Three dot and the Aston Martin. Now I know that's not, but it's the only one I have with some weights that's appropriate for this track. I've got some other things. Hey, look over here. Oh, yeah. Where are they all? I got so much junk in the way. Yeah, what are these called? Hot rods. Oh, baby. Yeah, 32 Ford. Oh, yeah. All right, next. Back to the race, Bill. Okay. Stop yelling. I know it's a bad thing to do, but you can see 3-dot on the outside and the Aston Martin on the inside at 53 plus or minus grams. So pay attention how the Aston Martin all in white does on the 182 lane track, okay? So now we got, did I screw that up? Yeah, we got 3 dot on the inside and Aston Martin on the outside. Hang on, I lost my string. Alright, let's go. So, I know I'm not on camera, but that's not important. There's some changes I'm thinking about doing, and that's one like, put this right here. Right at the interchange. But now what's that going to do? Slow them down on the left, but make them go faster on the right? I don't know. We're not doing anything until I get some comments from you. Plus, I got a bonus. It's 2 25.5s. Now, 22.5 and a 22.5, that's a positive and a negative, so what's that equal? A straight. So on a downward track way the hell up here, see, yeah, I could bring the start gate out to the very edge like I have down here. And then it just does that zigzag, the chicanes. You know, let me turn this around. From where the hell's the start? Way up there, and bring it out to the very edge. And then down here, do the 22.5 and turn around. But we're not gonna do anything until I post this in here from you guys. I really don't want to take it apart and put it all back together again to make it higher and slower, but it is an experiment. Oh no, yeah, I'd have to raise this up, so I don't know. Let's just post a video and see what you guys say. The camera's crooked and everything. We're going to cut that off, and thanks for watching. Now, back to what I was saying, to the start gate. What the hell was I saying? Prepare for the power of this fully functional start gate. Wow. And it works, but it was a pain in the butt. I tell you what, Jesus, jumping Jimmy. Jimmy, I need a drink. Iced tea is fine. Yeah, okay. See you later. Thanks for watching, guys.